Today, we have with us Ashish Vidyarthi. Now, Ashish Vidyarthi, to be very honest, does not require any introduction. Ashish Vidyarthi is one of the India's leading motivational speakers. We always knew Ashish Vidyarthi as a great actor. Very few of you might know that he is also a great motivational speaker, and he's a life coach as well. He ignites the minds in his passion as he believes that the human beings are in this world for a higher purpose. And that purpose is lived each day. This belief has led him to teach, develop, inspire, and ignite more than 1 million people with his talks and shows. Fueled with an unrelenting passion for empowerment of people, leadership, and successful businesses, he works with them to amplify their communication, purpose, and confidence that can cause an influential impact on the world. As a National Award winner actor, Ashish Vidyarthi brings unique perspective gained from working in over 200 films across 11 different languages and diverse cultures to the organizations, empowering them to unleash the untapped potential of their employees. He brings the same dedication to his work with business leaders as they strive to empower their teams and achieve extraordinary success. I'm delighted to present to you Ashish Vidyarthi.
नमस्कार नमस्कार नमस्कार। ये लाइफ में मैंने देखा है कि कई बार हम लोग ऐसी वजह से मिलते हैं जो हम चाहते हैं कि ऐसी वजह ना ही हो, लेकिन हम मिलते हैं। तो आज, as we are here today, let's make the most of this opportunity. Just to let you know, कई बार होता है ना, कुछ मैजिकल होता है। I didn't even know why I was coming. मैं एक एक्टर हूँ और मैं एक स्पीकर हूँ और मुझे लोग बुलाते हैं और मैं जाता हूँ। और एक प्रोफेशनल लाइन में आप जब पहुँचते हैं कई बार पता चलता है अच्छा इसलिए जा रहा हूँ मैं। लेकिन मैं I love to curate my conversations. I love to find out why I'm there. It just so happened I was traveling, and when I came to know, probably yesterday, why I'm here. So today is very, very special for me. You all know him, right? You all know why we are here. And I knew Dr. K.K. Agarwal. I first met him. It was around 90. I was moving to Mumbai just before that, even before that, 87, 88, when my father had a heart attack. And we had taken him to Moolchand. That's when I met a dynamic human being, somebody who would come with a stethoscope and walk. And okay, acha, inko andar le jao. And there was some sensitivity about him because he knew that monies were not very easy with us. And without even explaining anything, I think he chose to put us in rooms which were either less expensive, but he was there. And then the post-operative care, and at that point itself I remembered one term, non-invasive cardiac therapy. It was the first time that I had heard of it then. But it has stayed with me. Not only has that stayed with me, also what has stayed with me is his belief in humanity. Over the years we have kept meeting, but I'll never ever forget that one instance, which probably very few of you know, that repeated times my father and later my mother suffered cardiac issues, and then they were taken to Moolchand. Many a times I would reach from Bombay a day later or a few hours later. One day I remember I was in the drama school there, still in Mumbai, in Delhi. And as we wheeled in Baba had a cardiac thing. He was gasping. And Dr. Saab asked somebody to give that particular thing. Yep. And as that was happening, I was looking at him. And I was beyond fear. And each one of us, when we are fearful, we have different ways of relating to it. So as that was happening, my dear father was in that condition. I switched myself off, and I was doing at that point at the drama school a play called Father by August Strindberg. And in that play, I was to die of a heart attack. And suddenly I switched off and I said, okay, I will die like this. But it was not to be. Dr. Saab made sure that my father came back, and he remained with us till the age of 92. It's not just one instance, it is multiple instances where I have seen him contribute in ways beyond what we can call the call of duty. Today we are here, remembering that human being and knowing you. Knowing you. Knowing you. Knowing you. Because Dr. Saab was Dr. Saab. KK was his name, but he was Dr. Saab. And today I'm here with a deep gratitude towards each one of you who has contributed and continues to contribute in this hour. So today's conversation is about, can we have the first slide, please? It's a conversation, it's not a speech. I don't like speeches. This conversation is about a lighthouse. Any word which comes to your mind when we hear the term lighthouse? What comes to your mind when you hear the word lighthouse? Beacon, beacon of hope. Vision. Ah, beautiful. Ji, Jyoti? Jyoti Punj. Ah, bah, bah, kya baat hai. Ji? Lighthouse. What word comes to your mind? Beacon of hope. Jyoti Punj. What else comes to your mind? Lighthouse. Spread of light. Love it. Spread of light. Positivity. Direction. Yeah. So one of the key things about the lighthouse is that the lighthouse is at the source of that light. It's not reflective. It is causing. And because of that causing, many find direction. Yes or yes? They make sure that others don't go into troubled waters because that beacon is there. It's a beacon which you go towards. It's also a beacon which allows you to know which direction you're going. Lighthouse is what Dr. K.K. Agarwal is for me. And here is something which I want you to really get. Next one. As we say naman to him, very key part of that naman is, and I learned it a few years back, that sometimes we do our duty by paying respect to that great person. He's great. He's great. As if to absolve myself of that. Let me be very, very clear. I'm very clear that's how Dr. Saab wanted it. I'm here in salutation of the extraordinary doctors in this world. I am in the presence of lighthouses. And I begin with that naman. This conversation is lit by someone, but it is talking of the light that each one of us emanates. This conversation is a conversation about me. Me. It's not a they conversation, it's a me conversation. So are we ready for a me conversation? Are we? Yeah. Okay. So consider, you and I are part of a, what is written there? It's a continuing story, my friend. That's the idea of life. Life has got amazing memories, but those memories are so that you can continue. Yes or yes? I'm getting goosebumps at this moment. I was not thinking about it before coming in. Today I am in the presence of someone whose sorrow and grief none of us will ever understand. But the very fact that she's here, the very fact that you are there, for me, that gives me hope. It tells me this is going to be part of a continuing story. The story hasn't ended. And today, as I get goosebumps at this moment, can we continue this? I really want us to get this conversation is about you and I getting, can we change this please? You and I getting that is part of this continuing story of the doctors' community. Part of this continuing story, as you continue, this conversation is about nurturing the nurturers. Because you are doing what you're doing. You know what was earlier considered the call of duty? You know that you've gone much beyond it, yes or yes. In fact, it's for others to say, what about duty hours? Really duty hours. This is the call of life, and this conversation is that I'm in the presence of nurturers. You have saved lives whom I don't know. You have saved lives that even you don't know. Because of you, there are today numbers which are around. We all know of numbers which are not there. Yes or yes? And we feel sad for them and sorry for them. I got it. But how about the numbers which are there? I am one of them. I am a COVID survivor, and I have survived thanks to someone like you. I am here to let you all know that you, the nurturers, this is the time for you to be nurtured. And guess what? Only I can nurture me. Yes? Can you just repeat what I said? Only I can nurture me. Can I say this together with you? Only I will nurture me. Only I will nurture me. So this is the time for each one of us to get that those lines, na mard ko dard nahi hota. Not true. And need not be true. It's okay to feel pain. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to seek support, my friends. The point for us to get is that what we are talking about is a legacy of passion, not an isolated incident, and therefore it is a continuing story. It's not you one day passion kiya. Aaj passion tha? Aaj passion tha? It's like going to a restaurant and saying, aaj nahi tha sir, us din tha na. This is a conversation about a legacy of passion, a legacy of passion. It's not one case after the other. This is a legacy. This is what we do. I'm a firm believer in passion, my friend, because passion is what defines us. Yes or yes? Passion is what separates me from the. This conversation is for you and me to really get that I am the person who's holding that legacy. This conversation is about me. This is about me. This is not about, wow. Open your makeup closer. This conversation is about me. And therefore, who is holding this legacy, my friend? Got it. Yes, got it. I heard you. I heard you. This legacy of passion is being held. Dharohar mere haathon hai. And guess what happens when you are the custodian of that passion? The legacy of that passion. When you are the custodian, what comes next to it? Responsibility, sir. Thank you so very much. Therefore, it's not about him. It's about me. So a tribute for me, and I learned that a few years back, if I have to give a tribute to someone, then I have to begin living that tribute. And I can only live it when I become the custodian of that which I'm inspired by. This conversation doesn't need a will. You don't need a will to take on a legacy, my friend. It doesn't even need, are you related? Are you related? I'm not related. I'm not related. Nah. This conversation is about being the custodian of that passion. And therefore, if there is the legacy of that passion, we have to get this set of people. This is what you're involved with. Yes or yes? That's your game. You're healing a wounded country. You're not treating you're treating us. This conversation is about you getting that inside of everything that you have done up till now and are expected to do is this. Because COVID-19 will be replaced by something else. Yes or yes? I know of a few doctors who were saving lives before COVID-19 came. Now I know a few more doctors who have been saving lives when COVID-19 has come. After all the vaccinations and everything has been answered, we are all taken care of. You and I know there's something else going to come up. Yes or yes? This conversation is about you, dear friend, who are healing my country. I'm here for you to get this. Can we just read this together? 1, 2, 3. And if you notice, there is no your. क्या लिखा है एक साथ पढ़ेंगे? 1, 2, 3. Take care of yourself. You know, there's a difference between the fly-by-night operator. आपने देखा है, आपने सुना है वो examples. जो fly-by-night operator है यार, वो आके अपना धंधा करने निकल जाता है. Have you noticed that? Do you have respect for those people? जो आते हैं, सर कमाल करना, आ जाओ सर, और फटाक से गायब होते हैं. Do you respect those people? Do you know that you are not one of them? You're not, sir, इस मंथ ना हम लोग थोड़ा काम करेंगे. इस हफ्ते यार थोड़ा सा, मेरा थोड़ा in between free हूँ, मैं थोड़ा ट्रीट करके निकलता हूँ. हेलो, ऐसा है क्या? हेलो, हेलो. अच्छा, everybody is getting very serious, huh? There's a guy who looks like me who acts as a villain. Have you seen that guy? Huh? Looks exactly like me. कई बार मेरे को confuse कर देते हैं लोग. Dear friends, even this guy has to take care of himself. And just to let you know, पता नहीं आप लोगों को पता है कि नहीं. Many people ask me, how are you? मैं कहता हूँ, मर के जी रहा हूँ. पूछिए क्यों? पूछिए जल्दी पूछिए क्यों? क्योंकि 235 फिल्म, I've done about 230 plus films, and each of the films I've died. उसी के पैसे से खरीदता हूँ सर. ये देखिए फोन सब कुछ जो खरीदा हुआ है, ये देखिए जो फोन खरीदा, सब कुछ उसी पैसे. घर में हर खैर हिस्सा है. कहता है अच्छा इस पिक्चर में मरा था, इसका अच्छा इस पिक्चर मर के जी रहा हूँ. And I am celebrating that. So I have died often, my friend. And I'm telling you this guy who's a villain, who's died in 11 different languages. Can you believe it? Somebody dies in 11 languages. I've died in 11 languages. अलग अलग तरीके से मरा हूँ. I know the value of taking care of the self. You have to take care of the self. खुद को नहीं संभाला तो बॉस मैं कल काम नहीं कर पाऊंगा. The critical part in life is take care of myself. I'm just wondering, क्योंकि मैंने ना मेडिकल पढ़ाई नहीं की है. आप लोगों को कुछ ऐसा होता है कि कुछ नहीं होगा टाइप्स, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है ना? इंसान होना भाई, है ना? तो this conversation is for you. This conversation is for you. And a key part is, many times we are looking after our health, BP ठीक है, sugar ठीक है, बाकी क्या हालत है? This conversation is for this, because I know that you're going through stuff. I know that you're going through stuff. So a key part is, I am having a conversation with a professional contributor. कुछ लोग होते हैं ना बीच-बीच में contribute करते हैं. This is, I'm talking to professional contributors. Your life is about contribution. Your life is about contribution. I mean, just a few months back, there's somebody here, a dear friend of ours, whom we are continuously calling. क्यों? क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन का वो देना है. पूरी रात जगकर वो दे रहे हैं, न सिर्फ हमको, न जाने कितनों लोगों को. कुछ कंटिन्यूसली करे जा रहे हैं. डॉक्टर के अग्रवाल क्या कर रहे थे? वन आफ्टर द अदर वो इंस्टाग्राम पर लाइव्स करे जा रहे थे. एंड आई हैड द ग्रेटेस्ट प्रिविलेज कि आई वाज वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट पीपल दैट ही इंटरव्यूड. रंज बहुत होता है कि यार और हो सकता था, बट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि मैं उनको कई बार मिल चुका था. मैं उनके सालों पहले, इवन बिफोर द सोशल मीडिया केम अप, एटलीस्ट 2 or 3 ऑफ हिज उनके जो मेला होते थे, हेल्थ मेला, मैं उसमें आया था. मुझे वह बोलते थे आशीष आना है. मैंने कहा आ रहा हूं, आ रहा हूं. तो कई बार होता है ना कि अपनी जिंदगी में यार मैं थोड़ा और हो सकता था. हाँ, थोड़ा और हो सकता था, थोड़ा और भी मिल सकता था, लेकिन आई एम वेरी हैप्पी दैट सालों बाद के साहब एक ऐसे बंदे से मिले जिनकी मदद उन्होंने की थी. So this conversation is for the professional contributor, and the professional contributor has to really get that you will have and you do have this. Yes or yes? There is a fatigue of contribution. लोगों को लग सकता है नहीं सर आपका तो काम ही देना है. What a giver he is यार. ऐसे उसको पूछो यार उसको क्या चल रहा है, क्योंकि इंसान है वो. Just to let you know, I'll just tell you in a very vague thing. What we do is निमिष मात्र भी नहीं जो आप लोग करते हैं, पर मैं आपको बताता हूं. You know, when people infringe upon our time, when I'm in the worst of times, and I will tell you, मूलचंद हॉस्पिटल का किस्सा कभी नहीं भूलता. मेरी कुछ फिल्में हिट हो चुकी थी, मेरी माता जी का हार्ट अटैक हो चुका था. My father was very old. I was there. Nights को I used to fly here, and I didn't have money. So nobody could believe मैं एक्टर हूँ, मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है. पैसे नहीं थे, बड़ी मुश्किल से आता था, माँ को मिलकर पूरी रात रुक के फिर जाता था वापस. And that time somebody, मैं माँ का ब्लड के लिए क्या के लिए जा रहा हूँ, somebody मुझे रास्ते में, तब there was no selfie, ऑटोग्राफ ले रहे थे मूलचंद हॉस्पिटल में. मैं भाई साहब एक सेकंड रुको, भाई रुको, क्यों खड़ा हूँ मैं यहाँ पर? हाँ क्यों क्यों सर? ऑटोग्राफ दीजिए. मैं क्यों खड़ा हूँ बोले तो सोचो ना क्यों खड़ा हूँ. सर कोई पेशेंट है. मैंने मेरी माँ है. अच्छा अच्छा अभी कैसी है सर? सर मेरा नाम लिख दिया. वो पेशेंट ठीक है, वो नाम लिखवा रहे हैं. What I'm trying to share with you is that we as human beings हम बहुत ज्यादा सेंसिटिव नहीं है. अगर हमको लगता है कि दुनिया सेंसिटिव नहीं है, दुनिया बहुत ज्यादा केयर नहीं है. So therefore in that world you are doing whatever you're doing and you're there. Well, it's a very nice COVID warrior. It's not a line, my friend. I've seen you operate. When I was in hospital 10 days here, I saw the people, the way they were working. And I could see in them, and I told them that, I could see that they were doing the work long before they were vaccinated. And you are one of them, my friend. And I'm letting you know that you have the fatigue of contribution. Or kyunki you are the professional contributor, it is my responsibility to take care that I don't get exhausted. Just like as you tell your patients, hey, listen, you have to take care. Electrol lena hai, you have to take care of yourself. You are getting fatigued. This conversation is for you to get. It's completely okay for you to acknowledge your fatigue and take care. This conversation, I'm here for that. This contribution that you are making towards life, I'm inviting you to deal with your life and yourself. Because life is what a lot of people expect from you. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? People expect from you. And self? So over the years as an actor, मैं कहीं भी जाऊं, कोई भी फोटो ले रहा है, अभी फोटो ले रहा है, ये ले रहा है, ये ले रहा है, उनकी एक्सपेक्टेशन है, उनका हक है। और मैं बता रहा हूं, हमारा निमिष मात्र हम करते हैं जो आप लोग करते हैं, बट उसके बाद I have to take care of myself. Am I good at it? No. So there is no master in this room. I'm just a person who walks with you. I want to let you know that I'm also walking this path. I too slip. I too fall. But all that I'm clear is that this guy, who's a professional contributor, needs to take care of herself, needs to take care of himself. This conversation is for you to get that each time we are dealing with this, my friend, we have to get that this is what our game is. Are you new to that top word? Hello? It's part of your job, right? It's part of your job. My dear friend Ashish in Pune, he's Pune's first heart replacement surgeon. When I have a conversation with him, I ask him, how do you deal with it? He says, I am called because of a crisis. Same for you, right? People don't call you, sir, शादी पे आइएगा. Phone जब करते हैं midnight पे, उनको कोई ज़रूरत होती है. And you are dealing with somebody's crises. Yes or yes? And this conversation is for you to slightly alter yourself and really get how will it be if that crisis becomes your ally. For me, in fact, this entire period is one in which the entire world is pivoting on the crisis. This is a heightened moment for each one of us to get that this is an opportunity for us to take care of things that we did not take care up till now. Welcome to the new possibility. Turning your crisis into an ally. Now, just look at your own life. Don't you have your own aspirations? Yes or yes? Personal aspirations. How important are they for you? How important are your personal aspirations for you? On a scale of 1 to 10, how God had myself. I got it, my friend. I heard 10. I heard 10. I mean, he's frank enough to admit it's 10. Otherwise, we act humble. नहीं यार हमारा कुछ नहीं है. Hello? किसके लिए जी रहे हो दोस्त? No confusion. अगर आप दान भी कर रहे हैं, आप खुद के लिए दान कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि आप दान करना चाहते हैं. You have to really get that हम जो कुछ भी करते हैं, वो इसके preservation के लिए करते हैं, इस spirit के लिए करते हैं. This conversation is for you to get that this spirit will be each day dealing with a crisis, and it is an opportunity for this spirit to turn it into an ally. And this is what I really want to invite you to. That whatever that you are planning, you know that world doesn't happen that way, right? That's what I call the unplanned beats of life. अब हम लोग थोड़ी देर बाद तड़ा मजा कर रहे. Life is that, right? And you epitomize that, my friends. You epitomize the fact that when life throws things when no one was expecting, that's what you do. In fact, remember that interesting book which says what they didn't teach you at Harvard? Hello? Guess what? What have you been dealing with over the last 2 years? All the things that you learned in med school? Anybody learned what you are practicing over the last 2 years? No. This was out of the syllabus. Sir, syllabus के बाहर की चीज मिली आपको. And you know what you have created? You have created a syllabus out of things which were never supposed to happen. That's who you are. You are the authors of what people will read, my friends, in eons to come. Because you knew the grammar. You knew the grammar of one language and you spoke another one. Yes or yes? That's who you are. You didn't practice what you were taught. You didn't know what was happening. I was listening to the questions today. No one knows. Kab tak last karega? What if antibodies are there? Not, I was hearing it all. No one knows, my friend. This life is saying, stop. Stop wanting those answers. There are no answers. There's only the ability and the willingness to move. Yes or yes? There are no known ways. Anyone uses Google Maps? Yeah, all of us. Have you heard the term rerouting? We've been rerouting, yes or yes? Aap pata hai, you're gone. Sikha, you're gone. Sorry about my off. All the things that you learned, out. What do you do with what you have is what you are doing, my friend. That's what my definition of life is. Life is not what you do with what you have. क्या करें यार, यही अपनी जिंदगी है ना यार, अभी कुछ है नहीं ना करने को, तो पता ना कितनी प्रॉब्लम है यार, इतना प्रॉब्लम है, क्या है? What do I do here? This is what life. You have already proven that life is not what you do with what you have. Life is what all you can do with what you have. Are we there on this? This conversation is for you leaders who are actually players in the unplanned beats of life. When life changed the beats, you played. You played. You really played the game when you got that there is a huge difference between the privileges and the entitlement. मैं आपको बताता हूँ, as an actor, you know, when I moved from Delhi and went to Mumbai to become an actor, that time it was Bombay. Of course, all of you from Delhi, right? Across the country, okay. So I'll talk to the people who are not from Delhi, and I'll tell you why. Because if I tell people from anywhere in India I'm from Delhi, they're impressed. Delhi, capital of India. But I meet somebody from Delhi, what will you say if I say I'm from Delhi? सच बताओ, कहाँ से? कहाँ से? दिल्ली वाले ऐसे नहीं आने देगा, दिल्ली और दिल्ली नहीं, कहाँ से? तो देन मुझे कहना पड़ेगा फ्रॉम लक्ष्मी नगर. दिल से ओ जमुना पार. दिल्ली वाले हंसे, बाकी कोई नहीं हंसा. बाकी people are wondering what is Ashish talking about? What is Jamna Par? You must ask the Delhiites. See, Delhi has a river. It's called Yamuna. Okay. Now, Yamuna is mostly dry. आजकल गीला भी रहता है क्या? हमारे टाइम पे तो perpetually सूखा रहता था, बरसात में पानी भर जाता, बाढ़ आ जाती थी. हाँ, बहुत प्रॉब्लम था. But Jamna was important for us क्योंकि मैं किसी को भी कहूँ I'm from Lakshmi Nagar, वो कहता है वो जमुना पार. अरे साहब, क्योंकि जमुना पार is like you are looked down upon. Right now, Delhi has become very large-hearted. People who live in Agra, people who live in Jaipur, they all say part of Delhi NCR. वो सब दिल्ली NCR. मैं हेलो, आगरा है क्या? नहीं सर, वो NCR में आता है. मैं NCR किधर आता हूँ? ठीक है? तो अभी तो NCR था, तब पहले दिल्ली was like Delhi. और उस दिल्ली में मैं जमुना पार. ओके. और उसके बाद कुछ लोग अंडरलाइन कर देते, अच्छा लक्ष्मीबाई नगर होगा ना? नहीं सर, लक्ष्मी नगर. तो कंफर्म्ड. कहते ना डायग्नोसिस कंफर्म्ड है. हाँ, अच्छा अच्छा. जमुना पार ना? ओके ओके. और इंग्लिश में ट्रांस यमुना. Oh, you're from, he's from Trans Yamuna. Trans Yamuna. नीचे देखो. अब in coming from Trans Yamuna, I wanted to be an actor. Okay? एक तो अच्छा, Delhi never been politically correct, ना? दिल्ली में politics है, but no politically correct. So Everybody inside my house, my parents, my mother, father, very loving. पर गेट के बाहर निकलते ही पूरी दुनिया मेरा नाम जानती. कैसे? मेरे रंग के साथ मुझे पुकारते थे, है ना? तो दिल्ली गॉट नो प्रॉब्लम. अब मैं वो लूंगा भी लोग कहेंगे यू आर टॉकिंग, बट दैट्स एग्जैक्टली, आई ग्रू अप दैट वे. People outside my house calling me by the color of my skin. Now, did I feel bad? Of course I felt bad. But I also realized one thing. Even if I feel bad that they call me by the color of my skin, even if I feel bad that they call me from Jamna Par, what matters is what I wish to do in my life. And I very easily got that if I look at entitlement, mera to banta hai yaar, nobody cares. Nobody cares what I think I want. The only person who cares for what I really want is M.E. That's right. This conversation is for you and I to get. That over the years in your life, if you look, from the selfish me, you are now a me. Yes or yes? This conversation is for you and me to really get that you and me have an expanded me in which more are involved, in which more are welcome. So therefore, this is the conversation for you to get, that if the more can be involved, this me has to be taken care of. There's a lot at stake, my friend. There is a lot at stake. It is not a simple conversation. This is a conversation in which the good people need to win. Yes or yes? This is a conversation in which good people need to win. Yes or yes? I want to hear a yes. I got it, my friend. Because for too long, you have reduced yourself by the description of others. You have to get at this point what is written there. Can we all read this together? 1, 2, 3. जिंदा हूं मैं. हंसी आती है ना कई बार, क्या कह रहा हूं अपने आप को. जरूरी है दोस्त, जरूरी है कि हम एक्सेप्ट करें, एक्नॉलेज करें कि जिंदा हूं मैं, और जब मैं जिंदा होता हूं मैं कुछ खास करूंगा. आई विल डू समथिंग एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी विथ माय लाइफ. व्हाई? क्योंकि जिंदा हूं मैं. आई एम अलाइव. माय कंट्रीब्यूशन इज अलाइव. माय सर्विस इज अलाइव. This conversation is for you to get, I am alive. Can we read this together? 1, 2, 3. Alive. I am alive. And alive doesn't mean, yeah, the pulse is there. No. No. I'm alive. When I'm alive, I do that which is extraordinary. I do that which is extraordinary. Because this is who I am. Can we just read this very carefully? 1, 2, 3. Exactly. Creative at heart. For too long we have defined ourselves in defined ways. When we are defining ourselves, we feel sorry for ourselves. Yes or yes? Kya kare yaar? You understand how it is. The more successful we are, the more of that expression we have, right? Aisa expression kar lete ho. You understand now? You understand. And others also understand. Yeah, I understand. So I also understand, you also understand. We are all understanding. What nonsense, yeah. How many of you love to go on a weekend to a friend who's very boring? Anybody? Hello. Come on Friday. I'm away till next Thursday. Abhi Friday chod. I'm not available. Therefore, this conversation is important. How creative can you get with how you're describing your day? Have you heard of this amazing word called routine? I don't know if you've heard of it. Hello? Routine. How was the day? Routine. How was the day? Routine. Cut rahi hai. Arey sir. Bangla mein ek line hai. কেটে যাচ্ছে কিন্তু রক্ত পড়ছে না. কাট रहा है लेकिन खून नहीं बह रहा. अरे बाबा क्या लाइन, रूटीन सेम. सामने वाला, how was your day? Same. Routine. It's one of the biggest myths that we create and we live. There is no routine, my friend. And I can assure you, there is no routine in your life. We try to make it routine. We just say another. No, my friend. Each time you say routine, you just now insulted your life. Can I tell you something very interesting about Dr. K.K. Agarwal? He and I used to have conversations many a times. I never ever heard him say, same chal raha hai, nahi. Ashish, हम लोग try कर रहे हैं, हाँ, हम लोग कर रहे हैं, किधर हो? हाँ. And I used to also share with him, सर मैं आजकल यहाँ पे काम कर रहा हूँ, डॉक्टर साहब मैं साउथ में, हाँ, अच्छा, तो आने यहाँ पे एकदम. One day we could not, and he had just then started doing something interesting, okay, with the Mela. So I was speaking at a session in Saket. He came with his camera, and we shot something there itself. Ahi, can you call? मैंने कहा डॉक्टर साहब मैं ना यहाँ पर हूँ, पर आप इधर आइए, मैं 1 घंटा हम लोग बात करेंगे. तो हम लोग मिले, मैंने उन लोगों को बोला आप चले जाइए. 1 घंटा हम लोगों ने बात किया. We stole time. That's what I love to do, and that's what I'm inviting you to do, my friend. Steal. चुराइए समय अपने लिए. Get creative at heart. In between your clinic, in between your time, steal time for yourself, steal time for your passion. दोस्त, जैसे आप लोग बताते हैं ना, I'm writing this good for you. If I may humbly share, steal time for yourself and gift yourself things that you really wish to do. There's nothing more fulfilling than that. I'll tell you something. You know, I'm a professional actor, and then I discovered I'm also an actor. Also an actor. I discovered I'm also a communicator. I discovered I'm also a traveler. I also discovered I'm also, somebody who loves to interact with organizations and people. Also. I discovered that I'm also a vlogger. At the age of 56, I've begun travel vlogging. I'm also. Doctors, can you now despecialize yourself and get into your passions? Your passions, yes or yes? Which you let go, right? कहाँ टाइम मिलता है यार, कहा है कि नहीं? वो लोग कह रहे हैं मेरा फोन टैप किया था क्या? We are all like that, my friend. We have all somehow convinced ourselves कि अपने लिए टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास. Hello? I'm very professional, huh? Always there. Whenever they call me, अपने लिए टाइम किधर? पर कितना अच्छा हूँ. Hello? Dear friends, get creative at your heart and create that wonderful opportunity that you have with your life, with your passion, with the things that bring a smile to your face. Do it for yourself, not for me. बहुत अच्छी चीज है सर. I don't know whether you like fish. I love people who sell fish. बहुत ही बुरा जोक था क्या? जैसा वेजिटेरियंस है. So find time for yourself. Gift yourself things. Travel, take time off. Do some stupid thing. Just to let you know, I had 2 days off. Just to let you know how I am here. It's a funny story, but I'll tell you. I had 2.5 days off, and suddenly I was speaking to a friend of mine from Karnataka, Madhu, and she was talking to me. I wake up very early, 7:30. She woke up. She called me. She said, Ashish, not spoken to you a long time. I said, yeah, yaar, बहुत दिन से बात नहीं. What are you doing today? He said, I'm here with them. मैं ठीक है, मैं आ रहा हूँ. I was in Bombay, double vaccinated. एकदम मतलब इतने दिन से घर से नहीं निकल रहा था, 2 साल से, अब तो फैंटास्टिक निकलता हूँ, डबल वैक्सीनेटेड. मैंने कहा आ रहा हूँ. फटाक से टिकट बुक किया, सटाक से पहुँच गया, 9:30 बजे घर से निकला. I'm always very early at the airport, जल्दी पहुँच गया. चेक इन वगैरह नहीं, टेली चेक इन था, टटाक अंदर चले गए. आराम से बैठे, कुछ लोग बात कर रहे थे मेरे से, सब बात करके फर्स्ट रो में टिकट थी, तो थोड़ा लास्ट में घुसे, देखा श्योर RT-PCR. I got double vaccination, RT-PCR. What are you saying? So Karnataka. Doesn't matter if you're double vaccinated or RT-PCR. What are you saying? मैं excited यहाँ पर, I'm going to meet my friend. I had an event that evening, so which I did. मैं वहीं से करूँगा. I'll do it at 5 p.m. from there. All set. Discovered within minutes that I could not go. I asked them twice, are you sure? I said, yeah, are you sure? I said, हाँ. मैंने कहा गया. टिड़क उठाया, भड़ाक से बाहर निकला, पूरा बैंगलोर चला गया, ढह गया. बाहर आते आते मैंने कहा, बॉस मैं अब अपसेट तो नहीं रहने वाला. बाहर जाते जाते I called a dear friend of mine. मैंने कहा मैं तेरे घर आ रहा हूँ, अंधेरी इसमें रहता है. I went and did the 5 p.m. event with them, and 6 p.m. I was on a car to Pune. Very funny. There I'm heading. It was a Saturday or something. That's when I got a call for this event. So they said, are you free this Sunday? I said, yeah, possible here. I don't even know what event. Some event they call. They want you to speak somewhere. Yeah, okay, all right. So I said, please speak to my team. वो team handle कर. मैं पुणे गया. I did 2 days of vlogging. I stole time with my childhood friend. 48 hours I spent with him. We chatted. उसके घर में renovation चल रहा है. हम दोनों एक बेड पे छोटे से एक कमरे में सोए, क्योंकि बाकी पूरा कमरा टूटा हुआ था. ये सब all that. उस धूल फूल के बंदे मेरे I got asthma and all that. Nothing happened to me. I was stealing time for myself. And guess what? As I came here, that's when I came to know this is what I'm coming for. Guess what? I have to get creative, otherwise I will just be hurt. Yes or yes? Get creative, my friend. Life is available to you. Life is available to you, and it's available to me to be in this way. This is what I want you to get. Can you just read what is written? That's how I want you to describe your life. When you see something amazing, what do you say? Unbelievable. Yes? Hello? How will it be if you can describe your life this way? As 1, 2, 3, unbelievable. That's what because too many beliefs that we have, which have trapped us. Camera off hai tera. Too many beliefs that we have, which we say we are trapped by those beliefs. Unbelievable. Next. A key part of this conversation is that each one of us will find that first line true. Kya likha hai? You'll agree? Please look at the last line. I only look for that one reason. I've got more than enough reasons why this can't be done, this can't be done, this can't be done, this can't be done, this can't be done. And if I need help, I go to more people who will give me many more reasons. Not 100,000 reasons. This one person that we are here for today, he lived his life for that last one line. One reason why he could. Yes or yes? Which is the lighthouse I'm talking about? And me, that's right. That's right, sir. This conversation is not about him. This conversation is about me, who embodies what he stood for. This is the name of the game. What better tribute? Hello? What better tribute that you become that who inspires? Do you realize there's no place to hide? Hello? तारीफ करके नहीं बचने को मिलेगा दोस्त. Each one of us can contribute in ways unique that we have never ever done. So therefore, that last line, one reason why you can, that one reason why you can, and therefore this conversation is about you and me pushing the envelope. Not the existing. Not the existing. What I thought, lag raha hai ye theek hoga, correct, hata savangi ghata. There's nothing called the existing. Push the envelope. You know what it needs from you? Hello? What does it need from you? What else? What else? What else? Closer. Passion to I word. Or what else? It needs you to be daring. It needs you to be daring. I'm taking you out of your safety, my friends. Nahi, acha hai. Goodness, hatao. Would you say that Dr. K.K. Agarwal was daring? That's what I'm just. See how long she. Absolutely. I'm talking of you being daring. This conversation is, if you're talking of pushing the envelope, I am inviting you to be daring, my friends. Daring. Himmat kar. That's where the game is happening. The game of memoriam is not happening here. The game of memoriam is happening where you are pushing your envelope, taking care of yourself and making the difference to the world. That is where the game is happening. Investing in the tribe, please. So pushing the envelope is that each one of us live in an envelope. We are, okay, this much. We have our boundaries. Hata. For me, I'm an actor. So when they called me, by the way, how many references of films have you heard in my talk today? Hello? Thank you so much. So when I first started saying that I want to talk with organizations, they say, yeah, you should come and talk about films. Huh? You're an actor. You talk about films. Huh? Sir, फिल्मों के बात कर रहे सर वो लोग फिल्में बड़ी अच्छी थी मैं गॉट इट यार मैं क्या बात कैसा रहेगा मैं अगर जिंदगी के बारे में बात क्योंकि मैं जो हेलो भी कहता हूँ मैं हेलो द हेलो इज दैट ऑफ एन एक्टर मैं थिएटर करता हूँ मैं फिल्म करता हूँ मैं क्रिएटिव हूँ गॉट इट लेकिन मैंने कुछ सीखा भी है कुछ पाया भी है क्या मैं वो शेयर कर सकता हूँ People may not believe in you, my friend. You have to dare to push the envelope. लोगों पर यकीन में मत देखें. लोगों का काम नहीं है कि आप पर यकीन करें. Do you think that when Dr. K.K. Agarwal started his journey, people think, go, K.K., go. कमाल कर रहा है, बात यही रास्ता है. Hello? You know, the more alone you are, the more correct you're going, just to let you know. And here is the next line, therefore. Be that extraordinary solo person and invest in a tribe. একলা চলো রে গানা শোনায় किसी ने যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে अगर आपके बुलावे पर कोई नहीं आया तब भी अकेले चलो और तब लोग आएंगे The game is to go solo and then invest in a tribe which is waiting to dare. This is the conversation. You invest in the tribe so that you know that you're not alone. You've got support. There are people with you. आप अकेले नहीं हैं दोस्त. आप जो खास काम कर रहे हैं, you got to get. You are not alone. There's a whole set of people who are there with you. What you are going through, you're not going through alone. There are others for whom this heart throbs. Remember, each one of us has to live life on these conditions in spite, not because. You don't wait for the right conditions for things to happen. You are creating those conditions right now. Therefore, imagine had you waited for the right because people like me would not have been alive. You have gone beyond the call of duty, beyond the call of reason. You are the... Can you just read what's written? 1, 2, 3. I didn't hear you. 1, 2, 3. You are the differentiator. I am the differentiator. The only difference between me and anything else possible is me. You are not waiting for the right conditions for you to go and make a difference. Were you waiting for the right condition? ठीक है सर आप vaccination दीजिए फिर हम treat करेंगे. You are the differentiator. What is written here? 1, 2, 3. You are exactly. I am the differentiator. And that's what your game is. Yes or yes? What's written now? Altering life. My friend, these are audacious statements. Yes or yes? Are they audacious or are they safe? How would you call these conversations, these words? I can't hear you. Audacity is the source of who you are. Again, I'm saying, If one word I can put for Dr. K.K. Agarwal is audacity. He had the audacity to do things which many didn't even think were possible. That is the name that I'm pushing you towards. And once you're audacious, now is your game, that when you can be connecting your dreams and your life. सपने तो पूरे करने हैं दोस्त, and commitment भी पूरे करने हैं. It's not an either or. It's a game of connecting dreams and life. And as we are coming to the end of this conversation, I want to give you a billion thanks. A billion thanks. I want to let you know that you matter. I want to really let you know that each one of you, each those days, nights, evenings, and those hours which we know nothing about, each of you, each of the contributions and the lives that you have saved, they could not come to thank you. I have come to thank you for that. And I want you to hear me. I'm speaking to you, sir. And to you, sir. And to you, ma'am. And to you, ma'am. And to you, sir. You have saved lives. And it was your job. And thank you for doing your job amazingly. We sometimes think that I want you to get. Please change it. The moment I point, please change it. I want you to do this for yourself. What's written here? Because बहुत हो गया आपने दूसरों को surprise किया. How about surprising yourself? And you know what I'm talking about? You know things that you really wish to do? Hello? Things that you really wish to do? So yaar, kidhar hoga time? Yeah, they're there. How will it be if you can surprise yourself? You know, right now when I said surprising myself, I see smiles on faces. Believe in yourself, my friend. Enough of surprising the world. How will it be if you can surprise yourself? How will it be for you to get that you can be saying this to yourself? What is written here? You've been saying congratulations to others, right? And you've heard others congratulating you. How about you congratulating yourself? Important, my friend. That gold medal is with you. Are you recognizing it? Is my question to you. Dear dogs, you got to get that. What is written here? 1, 2, 3. I am special. And you know what this is? This is I am special. Thank you for making me special. You getting a sense of what I'm sharing? मैं शुक्रगुजार हूं कि मुझे स्पेशल होने का मौका मिला है. That's who you are. That's a critical part for you to acknowledge who you are and for you to get this. What's written here? 1, 2, 3. I am the lighthouse. Not I will be. Not I could be. What's written here? I am the lighthouse. And therefore, when you say that I am the lighthouse, it comes with responsibility, yes? Responsibility towards your work and responsibility towards the... Yes. You like to make a difference to others, right? How would it be if you have the same bit of commitment for yourself? No questions asked. I want to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Lester, Mr. V.S. Joshi. Thank you for creating this environment in which we could remember somebody very, very special. And I want to thank Dr. K.K. Agarwal. Because thanks to him, I had my parents with me. I lost them many times, but he brought them back as if by magic. Not only did he bring them back for me, I know he brought them back for many, but he respected and he had empathy for where we were. with no money, very little money. But he took care, never made us feel small. He made us feel great. Another very interesting thing, why I respected him a lot. After I became an actor, I noticed he was the same warm self as he was before. He would just talk to me like he would talk to me earlier. Be it at Moolchand or be it in the clinic right opposite, Dr. Chopra's clinic. Oh, hi. Huh? Defense colony. Moolchand the samne. Huh? Both the places. A busy person, a young guy. You know? The stethoscope there and walking in. Always this speed. Never have I seen him this speed. This speed. Yeah. When I met you yesterday, I said, I heard him. Yeah. There was this sharpness. Tick. I want to thank you, Doctor, for the lives that you have touched, for the lives that you have nurtured. And I also want to thank you that today we are here remembering us, each one of us. Ma'am, you're precious. And you're precious. And you are 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 precious. You have to really get that there was a line which he loved. Sachmuch abhi baki hai picture. It's an absolute privilege for me to be here amidst you all, knowing fully well that this story shall continue, because you are the custodians of this legacy of taking care. Namaskar.